Yep. Welcome everyone to Wild Card Weekend from DFS Rebels. It's your boy Double D. I'm here with Twitch. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We have 3 games to talk about. We got the Indianapolis Colts versus the Buffalo Bills, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Washington Football Team, and the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Let's win some money, people, so make sure you join the rebellion. All right. Welcome, everybody. It is now playoff time here in the NFL. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing good. I'm ready for just talk about this Saturday slate real quick.
Yes. Like I said, we got 3 games to talk about. We got the first game we're going to talk about is the Indianapolis Colts versus the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are a 6-point favorite. The over and under is 51.5 points. No injuries to worry about in this game. There's a couple guys who are questionable, but they're all pretty much going to play. Cole Beasley is one of the bigger names. He's questionable. He's probably one of the guys that's probably most likely that could sit or may not. I don't know. Right. We'll see tomorrow though. Okay. All right, so so it's playoff time, guys. So it's this playoff season, and I love it. So we pretty much know who's gonna get the ball. Everybody wants to win. So this first game, who are you liking?
First, do you think this is gonna be, if he loses, Rivers' last game?
Yeah, he pretty much said it himself, and unfortunately, it's not looking good for them in the first round. The Buffalo Bills are just one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Don't you agree?
I do.
Yeah.
But with that being said, is why I like him.
Okay. Well, I mean, Philip Rivers can put up stats.
He's probably one of the cheapest quarterbacks, right?
Yes.
And this is both for the Saturday Sunday slate or just the Saturday slate.
Mm-hmm.
He's cheap. I think they're going to be playing from behind, so I think you're going to see a lot of garbage time production from him. A lot of throwing.
Yeah. He doesn't want to go out on his last game, bad. Right. That's for sure.
Absolutely. The Buffalo is the 13th against the pass. And Indianapolis is 11th best at passing. So
Philip Rivers had a decent season. He wasn't too bad. I mean, he does look slow. He's age. He's been in the league for a while. So he's pretty much said this was going to be his last run. So Colts next year are going to be looking at another quarterback, but Philip Rivers is going to give it his last hurrah. And I wish him all the luck, but the Bills are just looking too good this year.
Right. Yeah. So he does bowl a 23 to 15 touchdown interception ratio going into this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're gonna pair him up with somebody, you gotta look at the matchups. You got T.Y. Hilton against Trey White.
Yeah.
Trey White is he's right. He has like a 95.5 passer rating. You have Pascal going against Taron Johnson, who allows 59.3% completion, and then you have Pittman going against Levi Wallace, who has like just a little under 59% completion rate.
Okay.
Who do you like out of those 3?
Man, I don't know, man. I mean, who do you have a preference?
For me, it's going to be Pittman or Pascal.
I like Pascal. I mean, that's going to be on the chalky side, but I'm liking that he's going against that cornerback who's giving up a lot of points.
Yep.
So to answer your question, yeah, Pascal would be my favorite. But I mean, that's more of a cash probably play.
Yeah, but in these smaller slates, you can have.
I like Hilton, but he has the word.
I think because
he might be the GPP play.
Yeah, no, but I think Rivers himself is different enough that if you pair him and Pascal up, you're different enough there.
Okay, all right.
That you don't have to worry about too much about ownership.
I just think Trey White is younger, and T.Y. Hilton over the years has been getting hurt. He's not 100% healthy.
Yeah, I think
he's going to overpower him a little bit, but T.Y. Hilton is good enough to do a little something.
Well, now obviously, I think a really big chalk is going to be Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I mean that's the one thing that you can do against this defense. You can run on him.
Absolutely.
And if you have a lead, you can use this beast, Jonathan Taylor.
And Jonathan Taylor took half the season, but he finally picked it up at the end.
Yeah.
But honestly, my GPP play is Nyheim Hines.
I know where you're going with this, and I see why. And I think you're on the right path. If they're playing from behind, Nyheim Hines is going to soak up those little pepper passes from Philip Rivers.
I think last week he had 6 targets, right?
Yeah. So he had 6 catches last week. So even in a game where they controlled the clock, they controlled the game, they even used Hines, and still even.
He's cheap. He has a 14% target share. I think he has a floor of 10 points.
No, he's definitely the GPP play, and Jonathan Taylor of more of the cash play.
Right.
You can't forget, you got to have exposure to both running backs.
I absolutely love Hines. He's going to be in like at least 75% of my lines.
I'm gonna. You just pretty much talked me on to it. I'm gonna have a little bit more exposure to him.
I don't even think you could put a gun to my head and let me choose one of these tight ends.
Yeah, it's just been a roller coaster ride of the tight ends this year. With the last year, I thought it was Jack Doyle's. I thought this was Jack Doyle's.
I was high on Jack Doyle.
Me too.
This season.
Coming into the season this year, Jack Doyle had a great season, and I was high on him. And then all of a sudden, he went up this offseason and got what's his name, Burton.
You got Trey Burton.
Trey Burton, which came out of nowhere.
Ellie Cox has been.
Ellie Cox came out of nowhere, and then so it's just I'm fading those guys as well.
Yeah, I have no interest.
Buffalo side. How about the? We'll talk about them in a little bit.
Well, I was gonna say you can get different with the Colts defense. I mean, it's obviously
They didn't play bad. They weren't a bad defense this year.
Right. They have a good blitz rate. I think it was like 17%. I mean, it's obviously not a smart play, but you can't be smart when you're playing GPP.
Yeah. You can't run on the Colts this year. We're second in the league on the rush, so the Bills will find a hard time running. But with Josh Allen running the ball, he's a dual quarterback. It's hard to stop that.
I think Allen's going to rush one.
Yeah, if there's anybody that's going to have a rushing touchdown on the Bills, it'll probably be Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's why I like Hines also. I think he's just going to catch a small little pass touchdown.
Yeah, no, Phil Rivers loves throwing those little passes, man. And if they're falling from behind, I love Hines.
So you on this MVP candidate, Josh Allen?
Of course. I'm not scared of the Colts defense, though they are good. But Josh Allen is proven each week that this guy is for real, and he took a big leap this year. And the Bills made it to the playoffs finally, the first time in I forget how long.
I forgot.
Yeah. But this is the Bills' year, man. I think they're gonna do big things. And I think they're gonna get through this first round. And so to answer your question, Josh Allen all day. I like him. He's one of my He's one of my favorite quarterbacks next tomorrow.
Just like the tight ends from the Colts. If you look at the running back scenario on Buffalo, I'm off it completely.
Mm-hmm.
You have Moss and Singletary with like equal share.
Yeah, and like I said before, the Colts are second in the league in the rush, so they pretty much stop you at the rushing game. They had that name, what's his name, Buckner in the middle.
Yeah.
What's his name?
DeForest Buckner.
Yeah.
I think he's questionable. No, is he?
He's questionable, but he's gonna play. It's playoff time. You gotta.
So I'm more interested in some of these the passes. You can look at Stephen.
All right, so let's talk about these receivers now. We got Stephon Diggs going against Xavier Rhodes. You scared of that? Xavier Rhodes has been one of the top corners, surprisingly, this year.
Xavier Rhodes has been fantastic.
Yeah, for a veteran in the league, he's been in the league for a while. I'm surprised.
I think Diggs is uncoverable.
Yeah,
no, I'm not.
I got my money on Diggs.
I'm not afraid of it, but he's also chalk. Mm-hmm. So I don't mind fading him because it really depends if Cole Beasley out.
I like this guy coming up. I like John Brown.
John Brown.
If Beasley plays, I still like John Brown, but if Beasley does sit, I like him even more.
You can like him even more now because he was supposed to go up against Rocky Sin, but now who's terrible?
Yeah, Rocky Sin, I believe, is now out.
But now he's out.
So
he's gonna be going against something even worse. So I think John Brown is in an awesome.
No, I
spot.
love John Brown. He's my favorite receiver. I love. You can't get away from Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
You got to have exposure to Diggs. Come on, he's just that good.
Right.
But John Brown, my favorite play because he's cheap.
Right, John Brown. And then obviously if Beasley's out, I love Gabriel Davis. Everyone loves Gabriel Davis.
I'm going to be paying a close attention on this Beasley news. If everybody plays, I still like John Brown as the best bet.
I do like John Brown a lot.
In order, if they all play, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, John Brown, Gabriel Davis, who do you like?
Diggs is my cash play. John Brown is on pretty much all my GPP games.
Okay.
I'll pair it. I'll use Diggs and John Brown.
Yeah, I can see. You can go either route in here.
Yeah, I'd love stacking both.
How about the tight end Dawson Knox?
He got what 8 targets last week. He's always in play.
That's a lot. That's actually pretty good.
He's always in play.
Yeah. And they look his way a lot in the goal line.
Again, that also has to do with if Beasley's out.
Yeah, it's last 4 games. Yeah, 19 targets. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on Dawson Knox next tomorrow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I do like this game. This is a good fantasy game right here.
Yeah. I'm not on either one of these defenses. I think it's gonna be a high score.
Yeah, no. So I'm off of both defenses as well, Rob, and then I'm on all offenses. Fire it up. All right, we got the next game up. We got the LA Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks are a 3.5 point favorite. The over and under is 42.5 points. All right. The injury report. It's
a little weird.
Yeah, Jared Goff, limited practice, questionable. He's He's gonna give it a go. It's playoff time, and I think he's just gonna have to play in however health he's at.
I'm scared of it though because he has a dislocated thumb.
Yeah, no, that's a real big injury for a quarterback.
So what I personally see happening is they're gonna put him out there and
see how he feels, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna keep gripping the ball, and after a few throws, your thumb is gonna get more painful and it's gonna get looser. I don't think he plays the whole game.
Yeah, so on top of that, they got Shaquille Griffin, their best corner, limited practice, also questionable.
That's on the Seahawks, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, for the Seahawks.
So a lot of people are on the Seahawks defense because of...
for reasons. There's good reasons for that.
If John Wolford does play or if he even plays half the game.
What's his name? Cooper Kupp had COVID the last week of the season.
Yep, and he's back now.
And now he's back, so you never know how anyone's going to react after getting COVID.
So I'll say I'm going to have one lineup with Goff just in case he plays the whole game, because I think because
you can pass on his defense.
Yeah, if Goff was healthy, I actually think Rams beat Seahawks here.
We had this discussion before. You're high on the Seattle. You're on
because if you look at the Rams defense, the Rams are the first against the pass, the third against the rush, the first against points per game, they're third against stopping the third down conversion. I like the Rams defense.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
You know, but again, if Goff is out, then
I think he's gonna give it a go. Even if he's not 100, he's not gonna be 100%. He's gonna have to give it a go. If he doesn't, if he's gonna have to tell the coach, listen, I can't grip the ball. Yeah. Take me out.
Right, and then which means that's why all the heavy ownership is coming to Cam Akers. Cam Akers is chalky as fuck.
Yeah, they could actually design a run heavy game script.
Dale Henderson is out, correct?
Yes,
so it's really gonna be a Malcolm Brown, Cam Akers thing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mention that, but they're down a running back.
But he's been out. That's why.
Yeah, he's been out for a couple weeks, but
that's why I didn't mention it. Yeah.
But they're going with Malcolm Brown and Cam Akers. But Cam Akers is looking like the running back they drafted in this year.
Drafted. And
yeah, so he was banged up a little bit recently, but he should be fine. Yeah. So keep going.
No, now we're looking at the receivers: Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods.
Yes. You never know how people are going to react after COVID. I think Cooper Kupp should be fine. Like I said, everyone needs this playoff season, so it's like people need to win and move on.
They're pretty much identical. You have 130 targets to Woods, 125 to Kupp. So they're both very equal here.
Playoffs.
I kind of like Kupp a little bit more.
I like him because of the salary relief, because you can just spend more somewhere else.
And then Shaquille Griffin is going to see Woods. So that's going to be interesting.
Yes.
To see how that goes.
Okay. Don't talk about Tyler Higbee. I fucking hate him. I hate trying to guess when he's going to be good, when he's not.
I love Jared Everett. I think he's a more athletic tight end than Tiger Higbee, but Higbee's just that guy for some reason.
No, there's other tight ends that are going to be on in this slate. But Tyler Higbee is a GPP play, but
I think I'm using Everett in a couple of GPPs.
I mean, like you are a crazy fuck, so that's, I mean, I don't see why.
I like the Rams defense here. I think it's GPP.
No, I'm with you on that. Everyone's going to be on the Seattle side, and it's for a good reason. But if you look on paper, the Rams defense is just
it's so good. But
they're first in a lot of things.
Unless Russell Wilson's just been fooling us and he's going to come out and be like, "Hey guys, I'm back," and just absolutely go. What is it? Rush cooking. What's that catchphrase he has going on right now? Oh, let Russ cook.
Yeah, let him cook.
Speaking of Russell Wilson, he's been phenomenal. What about Chris Carson though?
He failed. I have a bad taste. For both of us, had bad taste in our mouths from last week. I paired him up with the Seattle defense. They both failed. But in DFS, you can't just go by recency bias. You got to go back on a train. You got to go back on a horn on him. But I want to think last week Carlos Hyde was out.
Yes,
and he's not on the injury report this week.
Penny finally saw some
and Penny saw the field for the first time. So I don't have a lot of exposure to Chris Carson so far. I haven't a lot of I'm gonna have him, but I'm scared that they have these other running backs. Carlos Hyde, and now they got Penny back.
Yeah. Now you're scared of that, but you're scared of
DK Metcalf,
Jalen Ramsey.
I am. He's the real. If you can stop DK Metcalf 2 out of the 2, if you can stop him twice out of both games, that's saying something right there.
Is he going to stop him 3 times though?
That's the question. See, now that's why I don't know, man. It's really hard to stop anybody 3 times in one season.
If you want to use this playoff, argument.
Yeah,
it's playoffs.
and then
which
DK
means-
Metcalf is just gonna.
Yeah, no, but it also means Jalen Ramsey's going to play harder.
Yeah, yeah. But do you think DK Metcalf knows that this guy has just been he's basically stopping the first 2 games. He wants to go out there and prove.
I don't think
But I don't think Russell Wilson. He just doesn't look his way when.
I just don't think DK Metcalf is going to shut down all the time. But
Nah.
is it going to be this game that he finally figures out how?
I mean,
to
everything's
beat
on the
Ramsey?
line. And there's no more games after this if you lose.
I don't know. I think that obviously
It's gonna be DK Metcalf. I'm interested in his ownership tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Because depending on that, I might have.
But are you gonna follow? Are you gonna chase the points on Tyler Lockett? Because
No.
I am not.
Nah. I honestly really think you're talking into me. I think the Rams might sneak away and win this game. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a low-scoring field goal fest with somebody's gonna score a running touchdown. I see a 20-16 game.
And Lockett will face Troy Hill. Troy Hill has a 74.2 passer rating. He's actually pretty good, so that's also a reason why I'm not on Lockett. The defense is good. You have to figure out how to beat it. And,
Yeah.
Jacob Hollister? No, how about some Greg Olsen?
I mean, Hollister did. I did guarantee a touchdown with Hollister one week, and he prevailed.
Yep.
So but this week is not the play to do.
Is this a fade Seahawks type of state for me?
I'm not liking it. The Rams defense is going to come to play, and the thing in playoffs is you need a good defense, and the Seattle's defense is not as good as the Rams.
All right, so every team, there's always somebody that puts up fantasy points, even if the team gets fucking destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the guy on the Seahawks that's going to just put up fantasy points?
And I will go back on the horn and say DK Metcalf.
That's what I'm going to say as well.
Because it's hard. He's just a physical beast.
Right.
Jalen Ramsey is great, one of the best corners in the league. It's hard to stop somebody 3 times.
Right.
Last game of the night, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. The Washington football team are not the favorites. I was about to say they're the favorite. The Bucs are an 8-point favorite. The over and under is 44.5 points. Mm-hmm. All right. On injury news, Devin White is going to miss this game. He has COVID, so that's a big one for the Buccaneers. So.
Yeah. And Evans is questionable, right?
Mike Evans is questionable. That's another big one to watch. And was there one more? I think
No.
that was it. I think. All right. So. Yeah, this is the nightcap of tomorrow's slate. So, what are you liking? What are you liking in this
I
game?
think we should talk about that. That Twitter. There's
a lot of talk going on in this game too, as
We're
well.
getting a lot of hype all week when Chase Young called out Tom Brady. What did he say? It's like, I want Tom.
He called out Tom Brady right after the Philadelphia game, man.
He wants him naked like you.
Yeah. So, I don't share naked Tom Brady.
I don't know. That's big words coming from a rookie.
Yeah.
I think Tom Brady and Arians are going to make him pay for that.
I mean, he was, the second pick last year? Yeah, Chase Young was the second pick. So, we'll see. I mean, Tom Brady obviously knows that he said that.
Tom Brady does struggle under pressure. Mm-hmm. But the Washington only blitzes at a 13th highest rate. But they are 5th in most sacks. And they're 4th in highest pressure rate. So it is a high pressure rate team.
Okay.
So Tom Brady might struggle a little bit.
Yeah, no. I think this game is going to be closer than people think. I think Washington will be in the football game because their defense does play well. They will get to Brady once in a while. I think this is going to be a good game, and then Tom Brady is just going to find a couple plays like he always does and win the game at the end.
It really comes down to if Mike Evans plays or not. But just looking at the matchups, you have Mike Evans going up against Kendall Fuller.
Who's the tougher matchup of the bunch?
Yep, you got Antonio Brown going against Darby, which I think is a mismatch. I think
Yeah,
Brown has the advantage.
But the easier matchup of the 3 will be this next guy, Chris Godwin.
Godwin is going to be going up against Jimmy Mullen.
Yeah.
Who allows 65.8 catch rate.
That's bad. So, if you're having Tom Brady, obviously you want to pair him up with Chris Godwin. The GBP play will be Mike Evans. I mean, he can break the slate. He has the talent to do it. It's just he's injured. He's not 100%. And then obviously Antonio Brown, you can't forget about him as well.
I thought that was your main play, Antonio Brown.
He is. I mean, I will get into it as I will right now. Yeah, Antonio Brown is probably my favorite out of the 3 guys. Chris Godwin is going to be the safe play.
Safer play, yeah.
Mike Evans will be the throw in, GBP dart throw. But I like Antonio Brown. He has upside and he has a safe floor. So yeah, I like Antonio Brown.
If you're looking at anywhere like Scotty Miller, you're not going that deep.
No, unfortunately, since Antonio Brown came to town, Scotty Miller's been less involved.
he's always out there to maybe catch one pass.
Yeah, if he catches that one pass for a touchdown, that's a slate breaker right there.
Yeah. Depends if Mike Evans is out, I might look his way.
Okay, I mean, yeah, we didn't say that. If Mike Evans doesn't play, we can talk about Scotty Miller.
Now Washington has like the decent run defense.
Yeah, they're up there. Their front seven is big.
I think
they don't give up many yards.
I think they're ranked 13th against the rush.
Yeah, which is middle of the pack. It's good.
So do you like Ronald Jones then?
I do. I like because Tom Brady knows how to get to the goal line, and I want to say Ronald Jones is their goal line back. So, do they use Fournette at the goal line?
They're not really using anybody but Ronald Jones.
Yeah, I do like if they get to the goal line, I do like them going try to run it in with Ronald
Jones has surprised a lot of people this year.
Yeah, he's probably the GPP play. Ronald Jones. What's his ownership?
I haven't figured out the ownership on him yet. I'm still gathering information on the ownership.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be on Tom Brady and Godwin. How about I was about to say we haven't talked about Gronkowski yet. Not my favorite tight end on tomorrow's slate, but I will have shares on him.
If I'm going to use Gronkowski,
I could see
it's going to be in my Brady lineup.
I could see Gronkowski probably catching like a game-winning touchdown or a really big play at the end of the game.
I will not use Gronk by himself. I will only use him in my Brady lineups.
Yeah, no, you have to pair him up with Brady.
Absolutely.
Brady loves Gronkowski and Antonio Brown at the end of the day. He that's his favorite targets, on top of Mike Evans. But Mike Evans not going to be on top of. He's not going to be 100%. All right, so Washington now.
Look at. First of all, I'm very, very, very happy for Alex Smith with everything he's been through. So very happy.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for him as well.
So it's gonna be very interesting to see what he does. I think this game is just a major J.D. McKissick game. Or what do you think about that?
Yeah, because if you're looking at the game script, when you're looking at the spread is they're 8-point underdogs. So they're predicted to be behind, and Alex Smith likes to throw his little passes to J.D. McKissick and Logan Thomas, and he's not a deep thrower.
The Bucs are the number one team.
Cam Smith, I know you like Cam Smith. We'll get to him in a little bit.
The Bucs are the number one team against the rush.
Yeah, so they're not. Antonio Gibson is not a good play in tomorrow's slate.
I mean,
unless they find a way to be in the lead all game and they're just going to pound the ball.
I mean, he plays 60% of the snaps. He gets his touches, so he's going to have fantasy points. I just like J.D. McKissick for the lower ownership, and I think he's going to get more passing attempts. So I think he's just going to for PPR.
Exactly.
Like DK, I think he's just going to.
J.D. McKissick is the cash play on the Washington. I almost said Redskins, Washington football team.
I like him for cash and.
I like him for both, but he's the major cash game.
I'm actually just fading Gibson completely.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm fading him. But let's get on to Scary Terry McLaurin.
Scary's going to be going up against Jamel Dean.
Yep.
Who's okay? He's pretty good actually.
He's all right. I mean, he does give up 89% passer rating, which is bad, but he doesn't give up a lot of points. So McLaurin is a big GPP option because everybody's going to be high on the other side of the football field. With the Godwin and Antonio Brown and Mike Evans maybe.
Yeah. McLaurin I think is going to be a little too chalky for my taste.
So let's talk about your boy.
I like Cam Sims.
Yeah, Cam Sims. Tell me, you were just talking.
He never leaves the field. He's
9%?
94%.
94.
94% of the snaps he is on the field.
In the past, he has 24 targets in that span. The last. Yep. Okay, wow. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, okay, Cam Sims is a nice GPP option. Moving on to the tight end, Logan Thomas. He's been killing it.
Logan Thomas, yes, he's one of my favorite.
He has 20. Yeah.
He's one of my favorite tight ends. I don't think for the Saturday slate at least, there's not a lot of tight ends around. But Thomas is like a lock with 8+ targets. Mm-hmm. I can't ignore that volume.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be the chalk tight end on that slate for sure. I like Knox.
I don't mind going chalk on my tight end and get different. Like I was saying.
Yeah, you can get. Everybody always likes to say it's chalk, but you get different other ways.
Yeah, you get different other ways. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so scared of Alex Smith getting hurt in this game.
Yeah,
he's still wearing that brace. Just came off an injury.
Did you see? Going back to Alex Smith, his wife made him his
cast into a trophy.
That was awesome. I love seeing that.
One thing I do gotta say is Bruce Arians came out. I forgot the exact quote. He says we're not fighting a 5 and
a 7-9 team.
7-9 team.
We're going against a 4-1 Alex Smith team.
That's right, because we're not playing.
Yeah, Alex Smith went 4-1 this season after coming in and filling in.
He's like, we're not playing against Haskins.
Yeah, that was a funny quote, which is true because Haskins. I had faith in Haskins, but he just proved that he was just a bust.
So for my play, I'm choosing Cam Sims over McLaurin. I think you're on the McLaurin train.
I'm on McLaurin. Cam Sims. I'm not gonna fade, but he's so cheap where you can just plug him in lineups where you're hitting the studs. And
I like J.D. McKissick. I'm not using Gibson.
Yeah, I'm on the same train.
I love Logan Thomas.
Love Logan Thomas as well. You get different other ways.
Alex Smith has been just he's what I call like a do your job type of.
He's a game manager.
Yeah, he just does he does good fantasy numbers.
Yeah,
I don't see why.
He doesn't turn over the ball, which is big. And when you're in the playoffs, you do not want to turn the ball.
And since the Bucks suck, they're the best against the run. Alex Smith has a lot of upside to throw little touchdown passes, and that could lead him into one of the top 2 quarterbacks of these next 2 days.
I agree. I agree.
All right, that does it for the Saturday slate. We're going to break these into 2 podcasts. We're going to do a Saturday and a Sunday. If you guys are doing the Saturday through Sunday slate, just listen to both podcasts and you get an idea of all of our picks. Because I'll be doing the Saturday, the Sunday.
Holla at your boy.
Yeah, I'll be doing in betweens. I'll be doing the late nights. I'll be doing cash games galore.
Golf.
For this slate though, with these short games, actually cash games are my favorite. When it's this few of games, I think this is an easy weekend to make hundreds of dollars by doing like $100 double ups, $25 double ups, $50. You can easily triple, quadruple your money.
You know where the ball is going. It's playoff time. Everybody wants to win. Everyone's using what they got in their team.
Use these next 2 days to literally quadruple your money. You're talking 500 into 1,000, 1,500. This is the weekend to do cash games. I'm telling you. All right, guys, get ready for the next podcast coming out in a little bit. And just like always, smash the like button, subscribe, and join the rebellion.
Yes, sir.